Dude, welcome back to the channel. This is Ace from Fit to Play Games. Welcome. And I know you guys are probably longing and dreaming and thinking about the games pickup for December of 2019. And I know it's the end of the year and I pushed back the dates a couple of days. But now it's time to review what I have picked up for December. As a fair warning, guys, the video might take a little while you guys are watching. It might take a little bit of your time today just because the things that I picked up for December is massive. This is like on the huge scale. This is a lot of stuff for one person such as myself to do. I feel like I should hire like a help to do these videos. I was thinking about asking my sister, but she is kind of busy with her stuff. So anyway, go ahead and grab our coffee. Take a sip and relax. Guys, so here we are again in the game room, and take a quick sip of this coffee. It's so good. We are in the game room again, and we are gonna go over the things that I picked up for December. Games, movies. We've got some accessories we picked up. We've also got some openings that I bought from eBay. So we're gonna go through all of this today. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the stuff that I picked up from Savers, which is the thrift store that I usually go. Now I thought about doing this just because I picked up more games from Savers than anywhere else in the other place. But some of the places, this is kind of scattered stuff within my area. I bought some from Walmart. I got some from a retro game store. I got some from Goodwill, GameStop, and eBay, and Savers. So Savers the most, tons of stuff that I bought from. So without any more waiting, let's go ahead and check out what I picked up from Savers. So one, we've got I know, I feel like most of my videos include Morrowind as a game that I picked up, but I could not resist. This was half off at $6. This was $3, so I ended up picking up the game. Just because I'm a big fan of Morrowind. I know you guys already know that from my previous videos. I'm a big proponent of Elder Scrolls Morrowind and the other Elder Scrolls prior, even the PC Elder Scrolls. I played those. So this one was the very first game I played on the Xbox console. Next we've got this one is Ratchet and Clank. So the title of this one is Up Your Arsenal. I guess this is one way that Insomniac was trying to be funny about Ratchet and Clank. And you guys already know what Ratchet and Clank is. It's about a fox or some kind of animal who's half robot or half bionic, and he's got his sidekick who is Clank, who basically watches back when they go to an adventure. So yeah, definitely a very good kind of like a first-person shooter / 3D-ish game, and I would definitely recommend it to play this game if you guys ever come across it. Oh, how much did I pick that up? This one was $8, and I got it for $4. Just because I think Ratchet and Clank is actually is climbing up in ranks when it comes to prices. So this one wasn't that bad, but I picked it up also on a Monday, which is a half day off. So half off on everything on Savers. Next we've got here another copy of Soul Calibur 5. From a previous video, I've also picked up one of these from Savers. Now I know I feel like I have double copies of this game, so this is probably my third copy, or I would say my second. And the reason I picked it up is because it was fairly cheap, and the game is in very good condition. I mean, I don't think the owner actually played this at all, so that's a plus. and Ezio's in it. So, you know, I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed, from the original Assassin's Creed all the way down to Assassin's Creed Rogue. So that one is a very this is definitely a very good game to pick up, especially if you're a big fan of Ezio or even the Assassin's Creed series. How much was this? This one was $12.99, $13, quite steep, but I ended up paying half off for it, so it wasn't that bad. Next we've got, this one is Dragon Crown. I've seen a couple of videos about this game, and you can play multiplayer in this game, 4 players, and this is kind of like a 2D-ish adventure type of game, which is not bad. It's almost, I would compare it to a 2D platforming type of game, and it's very interesting, as you guys can see in this video as it rolls.
The Orc army presently controls Bilberon, the underground fortress built into the canyon. The King's army has been mounting a fierce offensive to try and reclaim the
fortress. Anyway, that's just one of the most stranger games that I've seen, but again, I've seen this in YouTube before from you know, from just coming across it. It was one of those recommended channels, and I saw that the YouTuber was showing this game, and it was pretty cool actually. I thought, hey, you know what, for half off of $13, I'll pick it up. And actually they came out with this Dragon Crown for PS4 as well. It was like a limited or a special or collector's edition Dragon Crown. So, you know, they remade, or they reprinted the game for the PlayStation 4, so you know the game's got to be good. So I can't wait to try this. Like I said, from the video from the preview video over there, it's kind of strange but still pretty cool. Yeah, you guys, once you start playing this, it's gonna be very weird looking, but it's still a good game nonetheless. Alright, next we've got Resident Evil 5. Now, when this game came out, I thought this was the best Resident Evil that came out for the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And you know what, guys? I know, after a couple of years, I still think this is one of the best games that came out for, the best Resident Evil that came out for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, hands down. Just because of the customization, you can get, you know, you got Chris Redfield, you got Kira, her name is Kira, as your second, and you could actually play a co-op game online with a friend of yours, and you know, go on to the missions that has different difficulties, you know, from easy, normal, hard, nightmare, whichever level you guys want to play together with your friend. And this was $10. I got it for $5, which is not bad as well. For all of you guys who are big fans of Resident Evil, by the way, Resident Evil 3, the remake, is coming out. I can't wait for it to come out. Resident Evil 2 was awesome for the new generation systems, such as Xbox One and also the PS4. This was the best for the PS3 and Xbox 360. The Resident Evil 6, it was an okay game, but I could never really give it a 5-star, just because there were so much things that I didn't think was necessary to add in the game. This was a very good platform to begin with. They should have just based everything for Resident Evil 6 to this game, just because it was also coming out for the 360 and the PS3 during that time. Next we have, you guys, you probably all watched or even heard of the movie Avatar. I saw this and I've always been a big fan of the Avatar movies. It felt like it, whenever I watch, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the anime Sword Art Online, the Avatar kind of reminds me of that whole animation, just because you put on, you get settled into, I mean, not just the anime Sword Art Online, it also reminds me of a video game Assassin's Creed, because you go into a container and basically you control your own avatar, which is these humanoid creatures, blue in color, and they're super tall, and you're basically controlling them using just your mind. So that is pretty cool, and I thought this was a very good innovative type of movie for its time. And I saw it for $6, and I thought, you know what, I'll pick it up for $3 during a Monday. So that's not a bad deal to me personally. And Avatar was a very good movie. Next we've got this one's a little tattered, as you guys can see here. You know, it's kind of beaten up. It's the Assassin's Creed Lineage movie, so it tells you about Ezio's background and how his family was into the assassin business, and obviously the owner of this video did not watch so much of the whole movie. It looks like he just bought it, and it was probably part of a game collector, and just never watched it. But this whole container is kind of beat up. I know you guys can't see it, but it's flat on the middle part where it's supposed to protect the CD from the inside. But nonetheless, if you guys are interested in playing or starting Assassin's Creed, either the very first one, or if you're starting with Assassin's Creed 2, this would definitely help you fill in the blanks or the background for the protagonist of that game, which is Ezio. Next we have, I'm a big fan of first-person shooting. I don't think I ever told you guys that before, but I've always been a big fan of the Modern Warfare 2. Now, I got this from Savers. I do not know where the price is at, but I know this was $2.99. It's a PC game, and I don't think they put the proper pricing when it comes to CDs. And this is just my opinion of Savers, but I think they see the console games with more value than the PC games. But this was definitely a good buy. I like playing the old school Modern Warfare still, even online. There's still people that plays this online. I do personally, and this is definitely a good pickup to get if you guys ever come across it. The next we have I know, guys, I've been collecting a lot of World of Warcraft, and I'm not personally collecting them, but I'm coming across them a lot. So if I didn't have it in my possession or I lost it somehow, I would buy it. And I was looking for my original copy of World of Warcraft, and I got this one from Savers for $3.99. As you guys can see, this was originally a sticker from GameStop, and yeah, I got this for $4, definitely $3.99, $4 rounding up, and not too bad. I'm a big fan of World of Warcraft. I played it before, as I said, and it was one of those games that I played after playing Final Fantasy 11. If you guys ever remember that online game, I would say 10, maybe 15 years ago. That was an awesome game that came out for the original PlayStation 2 system. Next we have here, I'm also a big fan of strategy games. So I used the CD for the Battle Chest, and I believe it has both CDs, the first CD and the second CD. So this is basically the strategy game. This is not the World of Warcraft. This is the strategy game where you can compare this to StarCraft. So Blizzard came out with two fantastic strategy games, which is StarCraft and World of Warcraft. Or Warcraft and rays and the aliens and Protoss, mythical creatures such as ogres, orcs, humans versus orcs, and basically farming and creating a huge empire. So I don't know how much I bought this for, but I know this was probably around $3 or $4. Like I said, I don't think they know the value of the PC games, or they just try to sell that because the console games are a little bit more easier access and it has a little bit more value, in my opinion. Next I found a copy of Age of the Empires 2, and like I said, guys, this was on top of my top 3 strategy game would probably be StarCraft, my second one would be Warcraft, and Age of the Empires would be my third one. Well, this is a competing second against Warcraft, just because this one is a little bit more realistic. There's kings, there's no orcs. This is basically humans, civilization trying to battle each other for world domination. So yep, this one has the Age of Kings and also Conquerors expansion. I can't wait to try this again. I've been wanting to play Age of the Empires, and I used to have a collector's edition of all the Age of the Empire games in a big box, and I can't find it anymore. But luckily I got this one. This one was $1.99. Next is, what do we have here? Now, I thought this one was interesting. I know I'm familiar with the Settlers games. It's another strategy game where you build your colony and basically expand and make a whole town, and then make that town into a huge empire. So just like a strategy, definitely a strategy game. And this one was created by Ubisoft, and I think I reviewed a second. This one was, I think this one came out in 2007. The one that I reviewed before came out in 2002 in one of my videos. I can't remember which one. And I picked that one up from Goodwill for at least about $3, and it was brand new. But this one I picked up because I know that I have a copy of it, and I've always been a big fan of the Settlers for the PC game. And this is just one of those, if you are getting bored with online games such as the Battle.net, this is one of the games that I would pick up just because it's a little bit more settling. It's not too, it's not too pressuring when you're playing online versus when you're playing in Battle.net with StarCraft and Warcraft. It's so stressful just because you're trying to win, and when you play online, you play to win. And if you lose, you get blamed by your teammates, your clan, and you're like, dude, you didn't do this, you didn't build enough of this, and that's why we lost. That kind of takes you away from the pressure of the online games, online competitiveness. Next, we've got Stronghold 2. I think Stronghold 2 is more of a single player strategy game, and I prefer this one over the Settlers because this one you get to build your own castle, start it up, wage war, and what's cool about it is in your castle. At this video, you could actually, if you move the cursor into the castle, you could actually see through what's inside the castle, your bed, your chambers, the food, the kitchen, all that stuff is visible if you hover the mouse or the cursor through your castle and all of your property.
Your popularity is falling. My liege, I have assigned some monks to work on the beacon. They will take the wood they need from our stockpile.
So pretty cool stuff so far, guys, right? Are you guys getting tired yet? I got more to show you. So a bit more coffee over here, and we are going to jump to copies of Total War. I'm also a big fan of Total War, and I got these from Savers. These were $3.99 each, and this one is Total War Kingdoms, Total War 2 Kingdoms, which you can have your Aztec, your Knights, and I believe your Scottish. Reminds me of Braveheart right there. And Medieval 2 was actually created by Sega. This is Medieval 2 Kingdoms. I also picked up Medieval 2 Total War, which is more focused on medieval period. And this is one of my favorite ones, which is Total War Shogun 2. If you guys take a look at this video, I'll show you a little bit of gameplay and how the whole mechanics of Total War works. It's a different type of strategy game, which is why I like it. If you guys check this out. As you guys can see, you can hover through your units to see and intercede in the battle. Check out how your generals are faring and your soldiers are doing in the battlefield, which is pretty cool in my opinion, because Sega kind of went in a little bit over the boundaries in regards to the strategy games that already came out, just like StarCraft and all that. This is something different. That's why I like it. It's not the same as StarCraft, Warcraft, Age of the Empires. It's something different, and you should probably check it out. If you guys ever come across this in a thrift store or something, definitely check it out. It's a good game to pick up, and definitely something different in your strategy type of games that you've ever played. Alright guys, so moving along here, we're gonna go jump into what I picked up from Walmart. And this was after the Christmas holidays, and I thought, I missed out a whole bunch of stuff from Walmart. They had some pretty good games that was under $20, and I was like, that kind of made me not sad, but like I just feel so down just because I missed out on that. But sure enough, there was like little things that was lingering around, and I was able to pick up this brand new copy of Metro Exodus for the Xbox One. And I'm a big fan of the Metro 23 series, and I cannot wait to play this. This is so much better played on Xbox One X enhanced. And yeah, I'm just very excited to try out this game. This game was under $20 when I saw it after the whole Christmas holiday stuff, which was 2 days ago. So $20, under $20. I only paid like 17 or 18.32 or something like that for this game. So that's pretty cool. And then I thought all the controllers are gone. All the ones that was on sale, that was $36, were all gone. Guess what, guys? If you guys kind of go around Walmart, look at the clearance sections, and if you're adamant about it, you'll find something such as this. So these controllers usually go for $50. This one was one of those sales for $36, I believe. So I ended up buying one. So that's a lot of savings to buy a controller for. Some PS4 controllers go for so much lately, so is Xbox One controllers, and to be able to get one in this different color, definitely is a lucky find at Walmart. So I don't usually put Walmart to the side, because sometimes they surprise you with all the sales that they have. And not to mention, this is not a Walmart commercial. I'm just saying, like, if you're very good at looking and you're very patient, you will find something for yourself at Walmart. Alright, so next we have I'm gonna go jump into Goodwill. So this is the pile that I've gotten from Goodwill. So let's go over this, okay guys? I found a copy of NBA Live 2006 for GameCube, and I've seen this in the retro store that I go to, and guys, I don't understand. Well, I sort of do. It's just that why are GameCube games so expensive in retro games? And you know, I think I already know the answer to that question, but I feel like, come on, even SNES games and, you know, Super Nintendo games are not as expensive as this. But thankfully, this was $3.99, and they were having a 50% off on all yellow tags. I believe during that time that I went when I picked this up, and instead of paying $4, I only paid $2 for this. So not a bad find. It's for the GameCube system. I finally found a NBA Live game for the Nintendo system, that Nintendo GameCube that I have. Next, the most poorest Call of Duty, in my opinion, which I was never really a big fan of, was Call of Duty Ghosts. But since I went there and this was 50% off, I ended up buying the $4 Call of Duty Ghost. I just want to check it out, whatever you know the hype was about during the time this came out. And I don't know, during the time this came out, I literally quit Call of Duty 3 after playing it for about 2.5 years. So, you know, this really never enticed me. I checked out the gameplay. I wasn't really impressed, but since it was $4 and 50% off, I ended up buying it. So you just gotta time the times that you go to Goodwill, because they will have different colored tags on sale, sometimes 50%, sometimes 75%. Those are the good days to go to. And, you know, stopping by, checking out whatever they have on sale isn't so bad either. So here we got, I picked up a BioShock about the same time I picked this up, and it was a 50% off deal. So $2 for a BioShock Infinite. Now this BioShock was awesome. I played this on the 360. I ended up selling it because I wanted to play a different game, and I traded it into GameStop during that time and finally got a copy. At least it's a very inexpensive copy of BioShock Infinite, and I'm very happy with this game. This game was awesome. So you ever come across it, don't hesitate to pick this up. Just like when you guys come across the original BioShock 1 and 2, oh my god, those are fantastic games, so don't pass those up, especially if you find it in Goodwill. I found one during the time that I found this, but when I opened it, it was not the game that was in it. So guys, before you buy anything from Goodwill, make sure you open up the casing and make sure that the game is in there. Just, you know, a warning, so you guys, you know, don't feel like you're just wasting your money buying something and it's not there. Next thing I have here is Dead Space 3 from Goodwill. Again, you know, check whatever's in there, make sure that the CDs are there and then it's the correct CDs, and it is. So I'm very happy about that. And it comes with disc 1 and disc 2, so I cannot wait to play this for my Xbox 360. And I'm just glad that I finally have completed. I now have my Dead Space 1 and 2. I never played Dead Space 3 because I couldn't get the time to find one, but thankfully Goodwill had a copy, and now I have all 3 of them completed in my collection. Thank you so much. Next we have here, never played this game, guys, but I'm not a super huge fan of horror games. I am in a way, but like that's limited to Resident Evil. What else did I play before that was really scary? Evil Within, that was one of the most creepiest games I've ever played. But I've never tried Condemned Criminal Origins, so I might go ahead and try playing this game and see how I like it. It was not a bad deal. It was $3.99, so you know, what could go wrong? So I'm gonna go ahead and try this and see actually $2. Excuse me, guys. And I can't wait to try it and see what this game is about. Let's see, what else do we got here? These all are, okay, cool. So these are all from Goodwill as well, and this was, I think, 2 weeks after, a week before I picked these guys up during December. So we've got SOCOM 2 for the PlayStation 2. This was a very awesome game. The first one was very awesome, although it was very hard. Tactically, this is a very good tactical type of game. It's just harder to play it solo. So if you guys ever tried this for the PlayStation 2, it was a lot more worth to play it online than playing it solo. It's super hard. You have to think tactically and strategically playing this game in order to do your mission solo. But otherwise, it's very challenging. I would play it solo if I, ever get the energy to, because I feel like this is gonna take up a lot of time trying to play it solo, or in solo campaign mode. And next we've got SSX. I'm a big fan of the SSX tricky games, and I found one for the PlayStation 2. It was half off, so I didn't mind paying $1.50 for an excellent game. So you guys ever seen a couple of videos like involving the SSX tricky games? This is something that you should pick up if you ever come across it. If you ever go to Goodwill, this is an awesome game to pick up. And it's something that kind of takes your mind off from the games that you've already played. So this is something different, kind of mix up your game so you're not like stuck in just one game that you're playing. So this is one of those games that kind of ease up my mind when I'm playing certain games such as Assassin's Creed, Resident Evil, any RPG games that I play that I feel so pressured because I need to beat a certain boss and I can't beat it. I would play this game and then jump into that, and then eventually I would basically beat the game, beat the boss that I'm trying to defeat in that other game. So this is a mind easer. It's awesome. Next, I reviewed a NBA Street game before, and this is no different. This was $2.99 or $3, $1.50. Not so bad. Michael Jordan's in it, and basically NBA Street is a mixture of 2D game, basketball game. I think this is more of like I see this game as I don't know if you guys remember that one NBA game for the PlayStation 2 where Shaq is like right in front of the whole cover of the game, and I feel like this is the one that inherited that game, but in a 2D version, or I would say 3D version, sorry. And I feel like this is the inheritor to that game, and it's still a very good game. You can unlock new moves, unlock different players and different characters, so you can use them as your player, and also you can customize your own character, which is pretty cool in my opinion. You guys know about me and NBA 2K10. I'm NBA 2K period. I'm a big fan of the basketball game, and I would go with these two guys. I found Kevin Garnett and Kobe Bryant. NBA 2K9. I'm a big fan of 2K9. I never 2K series for the basketball NBA 2K series, and I just never got to play NBA 2K9, but I did play 2K10. So yeah, this is a step up. I did play NBA 2K5 for the original Xbox. I just can't find my copy, so now I'm kind of on a hunt trying to look for them and try to complete all my NBA series. But this is definitely a good game. Customize your own character, put them in, and basically load them up and play their own storyline in game. So as the same for NBA 2K10, where Kobe Bryant was still the best during 2010, and I mean, he's still the best, period. But I still think Michael Jordan's better, and that's just my own opinion. I know there's a lot of people out there that's always debating who's the GOAT? Kobe Bryant slash Michael Jordan. And to me, I think it's Michael Jordan. I don't know what about whatever you guys' opinions are. There's different people out there. We're all different individuals, so we all have our own preferences. And anyway, I still think Kobe Bryant. I never said Kobe Bryant sucks. He's just not. I still prefer Michael Jordan than Kobe Bryant. Next here, yep, that's what we got for $1.50 because of that 50% off deal that they have. And next, I'm also a big fan of tennis games. Finally found a Virtua Tennis, and I still have the tennis game for the original Xbox, and I was looking for one in the market, but you know, I'm having a hard time, and luckily this one popped up in Goodwill. It didn't have any price, so that lady just gave it to me for $1.50 because this was all, you know, sports games anyway. And I was looking at it. I kept on skipping it while I was searching for different games in the game aisle of Goodwill, and then I'm like, is that Virtua Tennis? Crap, I'll just grab it and buy it. So now I can't play this with my friends and my cousins, whoever comes over to my house. I can challenge them into a Virtua Tennis game. All right, so guys, we're gonna move along here. I'll put this to the side for now. It's quite a lot of games today. Next, I am gonna go cover the games that I bought from the retro game store, which is these guys. So one, I picked up a copy of the Assassin's Creed Rogue. Like I told you guys, I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed series, and Assassin's Creed Rogue is no different. And you basically play Arno. No, not Arno. I'm sorry. This is not Arno. This is I think after Arno's time. So you start off as an assassin. Your name is Shane and Cormac, and you start off being trained as an assassin, and eventually you come across certain characters in the game that kind of changes your views of the assassins and then the Templars. And what I like about this story is that Shane, he's not stupid, he's not manipulated when he joined the Templars. He made that decision on his own accord, and the way he basically evaluated how the assassins did their business versus how the Templar did their business. And you know, that definitely is this was definitely a different route in the Assassin's Creed series, and I really like that because it's not just focused on just the assassins. Now it's focused on Templar story too, which is, I can't wait for Ubisoft to come up with come out with another one where, you know, it's related to an assassin jumping over to the Templar ships, which is pretty cool. And it's still a very good game. This one is an enhanced remaster one for the Xbox One, and the one that I played a long time ago was for the Xbox 360, and I still have that copy of mine, which is, I'm very happy that they came out for the Xbox One as well. Next, we've got a copy of Ni no Kuni. I know, guys, I already have a Ni no Kuni, but the thing is, though, when I went to the retro store that I go to, these games were also at 50% off during the holidays, so I was very glad that I didn't have to pay $24. I mean, these two games are $24. That's kind of, you know, that's expensive. So I was just glad that I only paid half of that, which is pretty good. Ni no Kuni is a very cute game series. I know you guys already played it, and I'm very happy that I found one, because I sold the one that I had before, which is, it had a better cover than this, where it had the main character in front of the cover, but this one is just the plain old white. But still, it's a very good game. If you guys ever come across Ni no Kuni, go pick it up. It's something that would relax your mind as you play. It's not too, the game is not very difficult. It's easy to understand, and it's not too difficult for most gamers, and it won't put too much stress in your head when you're playing it. Next, we've got Infamous for the PlayStation 4 Second Son. I never played it, guys. I've only played Infamous 1 and 2, and I can't wait to try this out. I heard very good reviews regarding the Second Son, and yeah, I can't wait to try it and see what kind of powers he has, you know, versus Cole from the previous protagonist for the Infamous 1 and 2. And last but not the least, from that retro store, I picked up Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance 2. I have Dark Alliance 1, now I finally have a Dark Alliance 2. And FYI, guys, Dark Alliance, Baldur's Gate 3, I think Baldur's Gate 3 is also coming out next year. And, you know, it's probably something you guys should check out and see how the gameplay and trailers work. It's definitely in the works, and I cannot wait to play that game as well. I played this a long time ago on the original Xbox, and now I'm happy to get it back. Yeah, as you guys can see, I'm still building up my whole collection, and I'm not trying to be a completionist, but, you know, games that I have played, I love. I try to find them as much as I can because I want to have them added into my collection and, you know, at least be able to share the things that I like with you guys and my family, whoever comes over. Hey, cuz, what's going on? What games do you have lately? What have you picked up? And I'm like, I've got Baldur's Gate. Yeah, so it's awesome. Alright, we're gonna put that to the side. What do we have next? We are gonna go jump into GameStop. I bought a couple of things at GameStop during that time, and these were a little pricey, but not too pricey, but definitely still under budget. I was able to pick up 3 games from GameStop, which was this one. This was a clearance game for the Nintendo Switch, Xenoblade. Ever since I played Xenoblade for the Nintendo Wii, I fell in love with it, and I can't believe they came out with a 2 for the Nintendo Switch. I had to get it, and I'm very happy with this purchase, and I cannot wait to start playing this game. It was $24, but I did have that $5 off as a pro member, so I didn't pay more than $30, thankfully, for this game. And I found 2 other cool games, which is Fate Extella for the PS4. You guys know I'm a big fan of, you know, JRPGs, and this is nothing new to me. I would definitely play this as soon as I get the chance to. And I've seen some Fate games before, Fate's a Thread, and I like different stories. So the reason I play role-playing games is that they immerse you to a different type of world where, you know, it's not the same as every other games that you play. You know, you can play The Witcher, that's a different world. JRPGs is definitely something different, which is why I like to play role-playing games. And next we have Star Ocean. I'm a big fan of Star Ocean since Star Ocean 1 came out for the original PlayStation, and I cannot wait how this fares. And it was $14, so this one as well was $14, so you couldn't go wrong with a $14 type of game when you guys go to GameStop. It's just that I feel like sometimes prices are so inflated that, you know, those are older games, but you're still selling it for that price. So I'm just glad that I was able to pick a copy of Star Ocean, and I cannot wait to try this. Last Star Ocean that I played was probably the one for the PlayStation. No, sorry, for the Xbox 360. That one was pretty cool. Alright, so next up, guys, what do we have here? Let me just put these things aside. Get a couple of drinks here. Okay. Alright, so a couple more things. We're gonna jump into accessories. I've got this one from Savers. It was $3.99. I got a PlayStation 2 controller for $1.50. And it seems to be in a very, very good condition. The wirings have no tatters in it, although there's a little bit of dirt around some of the areas of the wirings. But as you guys can see, the controller seems to be okay. Ooh, okay, so that one seems to have some kind of issue. There's a little stickiness that I feel in here. Sorry about the sound, guys. I have my Xbox One kind of running. I was kind of watching a movie before I made this video, so yeah, there's a little, if you guys can hear that, there's a little stickiness in pressing X, but that is something that I cannot work with and fix. But definitely the directional button is awesome. There's a little bite mark over there. I don't know if it was a bite mark or probably somebody stepped on it, but on the little the thumb control right there, there's a little dent if you guys see it. But otherwise, it seems okay. There's just that stickiness on X, and that's something that I can definitely fix when I get the chance to. But $1.50 for a PS2 controller, those things get expensive now just because they're kind of rolling over to the retro area, so that's kind of cool to get one for $1.50. And next, I put some of the accessories here in the bag, but sorry guys. I got a couple of controllers that I bought from it's this one thrift store called Family Store. It's by Salvation Army, but it's called Family Store. And you know, I saw it, I'm like, you know what, let's check it out, what they got there. And I ended up getting these cool things. Alright, so here you go. I got two controllers, two Duke controllers for $3.96, guys. Do you know how much these controllers go for in retro stores? These things go for at least about $25 a piece, and these controllers are fairly good still. It's not destroyed. There's no scratches in it. Well, this one has like a little scuff right there, but not too bad. It's something that it will not affect your gaming, but definitely the buttons are good. As you guys can see, the thumb controls are amazing. Left and right bumper triggers are awesome. Same for this one. This one looks a lot more newer than this one. And obviously the thumb controls will be, well, they're not worn. They're still there. It's just that not as rubbery as you would purchase it brand new. But otherwise, directional buttons are good. Y, X, A, and B are good, and the triggers are good. That's very, very, very good deal for $3.96. That is not bad. And then I found another Xbox original controller by Mad Catz, which is pretty good. It's in a pretty good condition. The directional buttons are good. X, Y, A, B button are good. Triggers are good, and the same as with the thumbsticks. And it's in a fairly good condition. It's not destroyed or anything. I'm surprised that these were so cheap, because if anybody else know about these are, you know, the Duke controllers are what you want to have if you're playing Xbox games, especially on the original Xbox, because it's got a fairly good grip. I mean, come on guys. It's comfortable to me. I like the big controllers. Alright, so put those to the side. I actually found this too on the Family Store, which is a Miss Pac-Man attachable via yellow and white connector, composite connectors. And it basically has Miss Pac-Man as its main game. It's got called the pole position. It's got Galaga, and it also has Xevious and Mappy. So basically, you connect this to your CRT TV, and you press the on and off button here, and then this is with the main menu, so you can choose the different games that you want to play. And obviously this comes with 5 games, and you play along with the stick here. It actually has that clicky sound from the old Neo Geos, I guess. That's pretty cool to me. And I ended up buying it just because I was very interested, and it was only for $3.96. Not too bad. Yeah, I can't wait to try this on the CRT TV that I have set up here and see how it fares. Alright guys, so we've come into the section where we have 2 things that I bought from eBay that we are going to open up together. So before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and have a little bit of my coffee. And we shall proceed to open these packages. Alright, so here. I always try to go for the top part, just because you could always feel out whatever is in the bottom and how close it is to the package. And here we go. This thing is just giving me a hard time trying to get this open. Oh, it's because they put tape inside too. Oh my god. Now, I haven't told you guys this, but I'm actually been trying to collect this certain series for the PlayStation systems, and let me show you what I am collecting, which is whoa. Ooh, very, very nice. I've been trying to look for the Tales series, so this is what I have been preoccupied with lately. I've been looking to collect all the Tales series. I do have my Tales of Destiny, which started off in the PlayStation 1, but there's also this Tales of Fantasia that started off in Super Nintendo, which is I'm trying to look for, which is really hard to find. And if I do find it, it seems like it's so overpriced. So I'm trying to look for a cheaper version, maybe a used one, or even something that doesn't have the box. I'm not the type of collector that is into completionist, but as long as I have the game, I get to enjoy it and I get to play it. That's what's important to me. Anyway, Tales of the Abyss. I've never played the game, although now that I have a copy, I'm very excited to try and play with it. What I like about the Tales series, although I played the Tales of Vesperia, what I understand from the Tales series is that they carry over certain characters from, a different Tales, and they carry them over to the different Tale games that comes out, which is very, very cool in my opinion. The last time I played a game like that was Final Fantasy After, which is Cecil's son. Theodore becomes the main character, but Cecil is still in Final Fantasy After, so that's pretty cool to me. So I've been looking for games such as that, but Tales does that. So if you guys are interested in those kind of role-playing games, definitely check out the Tales series. Now I'm on the prowl. I'm ready to collect all the Tales series. That is something that I kind of want to have to do, or not want to have to do, something that I really want to do, and be able to play them at my leisure. So I do like the Tales series. Next box, or I should say package over here, we'll open. All right, that's a better cut right there. I always try to keep the knife clean so it's easier to open packages with. And here we go. This is another 2 games actually. It came with 2 games, and I've only paid, I believe, $10 for both of these 2 games, and they seem to be in very good condition. The owner packaged this very well, and let's get into it. Alright, so 2 games here. One is Virtua Fighters. I know some of you guys are fighting games fans. I know I am, and I played every single Virtua Fighters out there, and this one is Virtua Fighter 4 Evolution. And oh my goodness, he even the previous owner actually put some bubble wrap on the CD so it doesn't get hurt during the delivery process, which is, I'm very thankful for that. Although these things just kind of attach to you like you've got like electricity on your body. It just attaches to you. Anyway, Virtua Evolution, Virtua Fighters 4 Evolution is a very good game. If you guys never tried it yet, I suggest you do if you ever come across this game. Then the next game that I was waiting for, since I'm collecting all the tails, I got a chance to buy these 2 games for $10.53 with a free shipping, and I finally got the Tales of Legandia. I played this before. I've only played it for like an hour, and then I traded it back to GameStop because I was actually trying to get Final Fantasy 12 during that time, so I needed something to trade in. I should have never traded it, but now I'm very happy that this is finally back into my hands. $10, you can never go wrong. When I bought this was originally, I believe, $50 for the PlayStation 2 system, and $10 versus $50, I'm very happy that I finally got one for just less than that. Anyway, I am gonna be playing more of the Tales series, and I want to give you guys a little news. I'm actually gonna try out something new for this coming year. We're going to keep the games pickup of each month, but I also want to try out and do a role-playing game, or maybe like a game of the month type of thing as another content for this channel, so you guys can check that out next year. And hopefully I get started pretty soon, and I will choose a different game each month, and you know, I'll go over it and what I like about it, and maybe it's a type of game that you guys like and you would want to pick up or something like that. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. I know it took a while, it took a lot of your time, it took a lot of work for me also, but I'm very happy that I'm finally able to create this December games pickup. It's been a long road, guys. We started in January, I believe, of 2019. It's a December, and I can't believe this year is already over, and we are gonna start a new year. So again, guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like these type of contents, if you like big gigantic game pickups, then don't forget to press that subscribe button, and also hit that notification button so you know and receive a notification whenever I drop a new video. And also that plan that I have, the game of the month, that is something that I'm definitely going to start working on pretty soon, so you guys would want to subscribe and hit that notification button so you know that I'm going to drop that video. Anyway, thank you again so much for watching this video. Until next time, this is Ace from Fit to Play.